This is Mott Street. This is the start of Little Italy. Even though you might see a lot of signs in Chinese, officially Mott Street is part of Little Italy. Though you can see the encroachment of a lot of the businesses from Chinatown. A lot of beautiful buildings around here. A lot of great development that has gone on. Now, this is still Mott Street. A little crowded because it's a beautiful Sunday, almost 72 degrees, so you have a lot of people who've come out. And again, as I was saying, it's unofficially, or it's officially like a Little Italy's kind of area, but as you see, a lot of the signs show that we're having a lot of the businesses from Chinatown here also. But renovation is going on. Look at this building here. That's renovation. Someone put a lot of money into fixing it up. Now, if you look down Hester Street, you can see more of the Italian stores. But these few blocks around here are officially supposed to be Little Italy, as I said, but times change. You can see here, this. But this Little Italy area is very close to Soho, and Soho is one of the best areas right now of Manhattan. And here we'll take a closer view of these different stores around here. This is still Mott Street. So we're at Mott and Grand Street. You can see some of the Italian restaurants are still here, like that, De Paolo's. So now here we are at Grand and Mulberry Street. Mulberry is kind of like known as like the heart of Little Italy, but now there are changes going on. You know, as you saw from all the restaurants that were in Chinese, you know, that's change. It's always going to happen. That's life. You can see here beautiful restaurants that are around here. Just makes a lot of sense just to be here, for all these restaurants to be around here. Once everything gets back to normal, this is going to be hip again. It's always been hip, but it's going to be very, very hip. Now here we are on Mulberry Street, looking north. And that tall building in the distance, that's the Empire State Building. All these restaurants in New York recently have set up outdoor eating. So even when the weather gets cold, people are going to be able to eat under like the heat lamps that are here. You can see how beautiful this is. if you look down Mulberry Street to the south, that's where we're looking, it goes to Canal Street. But as I mentioned, Mulberry Street is considered kind of like the heart of Little Italy, where a lot of people like to go to visit Italian restaurants, Italian eateries, to get Italian culture in New York.
Are you serious?
Then we'll take a closer look at the Empire State Building in the distance and all the quaint restaurants that are here. Now, the restaurants do this outdoor seating, I think, because it's so popular for tourists to come to Little Italy. So it really makes sense for the restaurants because you want to encourage the tourists to eat, and that's what they're doing. Now, a little north of Grand Street, we're still on Mulberry Street, but you can see how quaint it is with all the stores putting their wares out and it being like about 72 degrees on this day in November in New York. And this is Broome and Mulberry Street, again, like the heart of Little Italy. This is the street that still hasn't changed that much. And that's intentional. They intentionally don't want it to change because it is a major tourist draw. The city doesn't really want it to change, and the neighborhood doesn't really want it to change. The only problem is all these buildings are becoming so valuable that the rents are going up. And for a lot of the merchants, increased rents make it very difficult also. Just another view of the area that we were just at. All Little Italy. And as I mentioned a few other times, it's about 72 degrees. So there's a big incentive for people just to be out and about. Like November 8th, 72 degrees. That's not possible, but it's possible. That's what's happening right now.